one that I know specifically. It was before, during, and after.
Okay. Mm, that's powerful.
Yes.
That's
He
powerful.
kept giving me ways out or
Mm,
showing me stuff or explaining stuff to me. He warned me before I got in it, but I went anyhow because I'm like, oh, I'm Donna. I can handle it.
mm,
I got this. Besides, you with me, right? It's gonna be all right. And we love each other, so love is gonna fix it. Long as we love each other, it's gonna fix what you're warning me about. And while I was in it, then he started revealing more to me. Like I would have showed it to you before, but you thought you could handle it, and now you need to see it. Okay, and if you want out, I can give you an out, but just so you understand, this is what's going on. Yeah. And the beauty was when it was over, he's like, "Now you ready?
mm.
Because guess what? You still got to get yourself together."
Welcome back. Season 1, episode 11. Man, uncovered, uncensored.
Wow.
Counterfeit love. That's coming up later in the hour. Right now, I have with me Dr. Donna, brother Joey here in studio. Nice to see you guys again. First, let's talk about first how you doing.
I'm doing good. I'm cold. I'm cold,
Yeah, I was
but
gonna
I'm
say
doing okay.
we
But
should
I'm cold.
address the elephant in the room. The shift that has gone on here in Philly or Pennsylvania since the new year has started. It seems like we've been hit with snowstorm after snowstorm,
Mm,
and now there are no longer snowstorms; they are winter blasts. Where I
mhm,
believe last night I saw one of the coldest temperatures I think I've ever seen in my life. I
mhm,
believe it was 4 or 3 degrees, and then it felt like negative 12 or 13.
mhm.
So, so with that being said, how how have you noticed the different shifts? Now that we're in February, we're in the double digit numbers, and we're matriculating down the course that the Lord has played out for us.
There was some kind of shift
Mm-hmm.
that happened when we finished January.
Yes, I agree.
I
Mm-hmm.
felt something.
Mm-hmm.
And this last podcast we recorded, when we got done and we got it to look at, the one about citizen with no nation,
Yeah, yeah,
there was something about it.
yeah. There
And
was.
I felt it like, I'm like, oh, this was very important.
Yes.
This was very important. And I'm wondering, it's just me, um, this weather we're having in Philly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can't help but like try to see the signs, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what is going on? There's some kind of connection, there's some kind of shift going on
Yeah.
in Philly. Please keep talking. And while you're talking, I put my coat back on.
Okay.
But you keep on talking.
There.
You don't have to stop.
Okay. So yeah. So there, it's funny because we did an episode and we talked about quote unquote ice, and it seems like that's what we've been under for the last 2 to 3 weeks, maybe. And I remember the storm started way back in December, like mid-December, and I thought that was strange because people don't. I don't know if people remember the day after Christmas we got snow on the ground, like a significant snow. I'm like, oh wow, that's rare that happened. But since we've been going, it seems like it's gotten colder and colder. And don't get me wrong, the month of
Mhm.
February is the coldest, typically the coldest month of the year. But this is unseasonably cold. This is just different. It's almost seems like there's a warning. And even back home, when I text my friends and they talk about the snow that they received versus the snow we received, it's two different snow. They're like, oh, it wasn't all that. It was something, but it wasn't like what y'all got. Like y'all
Yeah.
almost were like blizzard conditions.
Yeah.
And I feel like the Lord is gently tapping us on the shoulder.
Yeah.
One storm is one thing, two storms, but we're in storm maybe four or five.
Mm-hmm.
That's for me. That's significant, especially starting off a new year, starting off a new season. Like I said, I think it snowed even before it officially hit winter. There was snow on the ground. I hadn't really seen that in the greater Northeast in a long time. So, yeah, there's been a shift here, and I part of what I believe the Lord wants us to do is to put it down on record, saying that hey, we sense a shift, we notice a shift, there's something going on, so we can look back and say, oh, that's what He was trying to tell us, or that's what He
Mm-hmm.
was trying to show us, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so yeah, that's what we're doing. Well, that's what's been going on. Um, Gotten a little bit of feedback since the last show we posted, so we'll see how that goes. We're in what, day 4, day 5? No, day 3. So it's still matriculating, but I noticed the numbers are starting to go up and people are starting to click on it. It's a powerful name that brother Joey was able to come up with. I
Yeah.
thought that was beautiful
Yeah.
because that really encapsulated everything that we were trying to say, and that encapsulated the individuals we met over in Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
And, I didn't think about it like that, but yeah, it's a citizen of no nation.
Mm-hmm.
That's almost a oxymoron. Is that right? Is that how you use
Mm-hmm.
that? I don't know.
Yeah, you said
Okay.
it right.
All right. I'm trying. My public school education here is
Here we go with that public school
public
education.
school
You
education is
better
kicking it.
stop it.
What's
I'm a
funny
public school girl.
was my teachers. I don't know when, and prayerfully, they're still alive, Lord. But they're gonna start popping up soon. They were like, we knew he was gonna do something like this. We knew he was gonna grow up and be.
Not those public school teachers.
Yeah. They gonna start popping up. They gonna start popping. It's funny. The one time they tried to get me into private school, it didn't work.
Okay.
But yeah, it was public school. Yeah, it's always been public school.
Okay.
So yeah. So anything else about the shift that you would like to care to elaborate on, or oh, time goes forward in 28 days, and then spring is in 40 days. I always like to give those markers to people to see how close we are from the shift of the season and the time. Because once the time spring forward, yeah. Once the time goes forward, that's going to change a lot of things. It's going to start getting darker a little later. You get more sunlight. It just signifies things are changing and shifting.
Wow. Yeah, something is definitely shifting here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not clear on what it is. God hasn't shown that to me,
Mm-hmm.
but something is definitely shifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was even last night. It's like I could feel him. Like you needed to be here to experience this. You needed to have boots on the ground in Philly to
Mm-hmm.
experience this cold. Nobody would be able to tell you about this cold, but now you've
Mm-hmm.
actually felt it for yourself. So now you know um, what it's like. So
Yeah, I was having a conversation with someone, and I said, "Let's be real. February is winter,
right,
so
right,
we need to expect cold weather, and we have. It's it's been gentle. Winters have been gentle for us for a moment. We might get a few cold days, but not bouts of it this long.
right.
And I think that's what makes it stand out also. But also the fact that it's cold.
Yes.
It's cold, cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
I pull up my phone in the morning or I turn on the news and they're like, oh, it's 3 degrees. Oh, it's 4 degrees. Oh, the wind chill has it like -11 or -17 or minus
No, it's cold.
whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, it's cold.
I was asking
Yeah.
some former employees. I said, "Was it this cold last winter?" They said, "No, no, absolutely not. It was nowhere near this.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere near this." So, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this is different. This
Yeah.
is different. So, hey, man. All right. Well, we got the shift down on. We got it recorded, Lord. So don't strike us down. Don't please.
Okay. All
Hey,
right.
man. So let's get into this topic.
Okay.
Counterfeit love.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear the word counterfeit, what comes to mind?
Phony.
Phony,
Phony.
fake.
Yeah, that's one of the first things that stands out in my mind. Counterfeit means something I can't trust because it's fake.
Mm,
It's phony. It's pretending to be something it's not.
deception.
Yes, there
Hmm.
you go. There you go. Go on and get them words. Yes, yes, go on.
Public school kicking
Yeah,
ass.
that's
SAT. SAT.
Go on
Don't
now.
ask me to spell it. No.
Okay.
Brother Joey, can you pull up counterfeit on the screen, please? This came about one day. We were talking about something, and it just kind of just dropped almost from like heaven. Counterfeit love. People are experiencing this, operating in
Absolutely.
this, running around, and like Dr. Donna said, the scary part about it is they think it's real. They think
Yes.
it's legit. They're trying to build a relationship on it, a marriage on it, a house on it, a family on it, and
Yeah.
it's like the Lord's like, no, this wasn't. It says, made in imitation of something else with intent to deceive,
Yeah.
forged,
Mm.
counterfeit money, counterfeit diamond, insincere,
My mind.
imitation. Wow. So, amen.
My mind.
What do have you ever been? Oh no. Let's define counterfeit love. I guess we did a little bit.
When we define counterfeit.
Right. So counterfeit love, it would be fake or phony,
Hmm.
pretending, deceiving, acting as
Hmm.
if it is from heaven when it's really not. So you
Hmm.
it's trying to get you to exchange something, right? Because it can't
Exactly.
come at you and say, "I want that," because you ain't gonna give it, because you're gonna be like, "Oh no, that's not real." But if it comes at you and
Exactly.
says, "Hey, you know what? Yeah, I love you. Yeah, yeah." So and whatever when I
Yep.
say I love you, and hopefully if you don't have an abandonment background, but if you have performance based love,
Mm.
you'll keep performing for this fake love, and
Yep.
it'll get whatever it needs.
Absolutely.
This exchange happens. So
Yeah, because that exchange what makes it conditional,
exactly
right? Love is a covenant,
right.
right? No matter how many times you see it in the Bible, no matter what, it's a covenant, right? But it becomes conditional when it's counterfeit
Mm.
because it's really based on something.
Based on
It's
something.
based on something fake, something not real.
Right.
Somebody wants something.
Based on your emotions.
Yeah.
How far can they take you? How far can they deceive you playing on your
Yeah.
emotions? Because if you're
Yeah.
rooted and grounded, it's not gonna work. You're like, that's not
There
real,
you go. It's not
right?
going to work.
It's like
That's
somebody try to
right.
hand you some fake money. Ain't anybody hand you no fake money.
That's
You like,
right.
this
It's
not
not going
real.
to work.
It's not gonna work.
That's right.
So, have you ever been in a counterfeit love relationship?
Oh, well, that's a loaded question.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real one. A counterfeit. Of course I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I've been in a couple of them.
mm.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I was deceived and I deceived. I wasn't just
Oh,
oh
you were
yeah.
the
Oh yeah.
okay. Now, when you were the deceiver, you went in with the intent?
No,
Okay.
no, but I still was the deceiver.
Okay.
I stayed in relationships knowing that it wasn't real love,
Mm,
but I stayed in it anyhow.
mm.
Yeah. I
Okay.
never went in a relationship. Thank you, God. None of them with the intent to deceive.
Okay.
I
Okay.
never did that. Mm-mm. No.
But once in there, you found out. Oh, okay.
I found it was easy to play the game.
Right, right. I got
Oh,
it.
when somebody's playing a game on you and what you know is how to play games, it's hard to game somebody who knows how to game.
Mm,
Cause then you come along ride like, oh, we can walk like this. I'm like, oh, that's
mm.
how you want to ride.
I
I'll
believe
ride it for a while.
the phrase is two can play that game.
Yeah. Yeah, but thank God now I have the blood of Jesus and I don't do that.
Okay.
But when I was in the world,
Okay.
yeah, I'm like, I know how to ride. You want to ride?
Okay.
Okay. We can play
Mm,
and we can both see what we can get out of it.
yeah.
I mean, it was what it was. I'm not that girl no more, but I don't want to be a hypocrite and act like I don't
Right.
understand it.
Right. Yeah.
I do. I understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And coming up with this, the Lord told me, like, Ernest, you've only had one real relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And the sad part was there was one, the young lady was telling me this ain't real. I was like, yeah, it is real. But I was so I was so blinded and so hurt. I didn't see, and she kept saying it. It's going one day a switch gonna go off, and then you're gonna be gone, and that's what happened.
That's what happened.
That's what happened.
Okay.
Yes, and she knew it, and then that's unfortunate. Lord forgive me. Okay. What do you think leads people to these types of relationships? Counterfeit relationships or counterfeit love?
Hmm. What leads people to these types of relationships? Well, what led me was you had something I wanted.
Okay, the exchange.
Right. There was an exchange that could take place.
Hmm.
And I didn't know enough. And I don't think all the times that people do know enough to understand how bad it can hurt.
The deception.
Right. You know, the brokenness that you leave behind.
Yeah.
That's what I mean by
Ooh.
hurt. I'm talking about the shattered
Yeah.
pieces.
Yeah.
Even when you realize that it's counterfeit and that you're the one participating in it, I don't think that you really, some people may, but most of us didn't understand the the shattered pieces, the tearing of the soul,
Yeah.
um, the pain
Yeah.
that you leave behind.
Yeah.
You know,
Because you're really gonna rip a part of this person out.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And if you have a heart at all, your heart is affected by that.
Yeah.
Your heart is a. There was a gentleman. I remember I was young. Well, I'm not laughing at him. I'm just saying, thinking about it. But I didn't even know that I was in a counterfeit relationship.
Hmm.
But I think he did.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. But I remember he was trying to reach me, and I knew the relationship was over. And I was thinking, "Phew, like, no, I think not." Um, and he literally like tried to chase me down at bus stops and stuff, and
Hmm.
I'm like, it's over. Like I done had my fun. It's over. Like we've given each other all we can give each other, right?
Right.
And he couldn't let that go for a
Mm.
long time. And it wasn't until years later I realized how hurt he
I was gonna
was.
say he would sound like he was in love
Yeah.
because he chasing down buses.
We wasn't doing that though. We was just having fun.
Right. Well,
How we
in your mind, no.
ever
No.
still say that. When I say him, I don't remember his name either. And I'm so I don't.
And you gonna see this?
But
We gonna need security. We're gonna need security.
we get to this part where you were chasing me down at bus stops. Like we agreed going into this, let's just have some fun. And we had some fun. And we get here. But years later, I realized he was really hurt.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, I mean, he was really hurt. And then I said, did I deceive him going in? I don't think so. Most of my relationships, until I came to Jesus, I was very clear about what I wanted.
Right.
Okay. And I made sure people knew. But that didn't stop it from being counterfeit.
Right. Right.
Just because I'm clear did not mean that what I was offering was not fake.
Mm.
But you know, you can get good at that.
Oh yeah.
And fake can look real.
Oh yeah. You can play.
Fake
Yeah.
you can play the game like that,
That's why
right?
it's called counterfeit, forged.
Yeah.
Mm.
What was that definition Joey put up? You know,
You
something it
said,
looked real or something, right? Wasn't that the
yeah,
definition,
made an
Joey? What did it
imitation
say?
of something else with intent to deceive.
Well, see, I don't think I had an intent to deceive, but
Counterfeit money.
maybe. I
I
mean,
don't think you did.
I don't think
I
so.
think what I think is what it sounds like. It backfired on him. Sounds like it's a game he usually runs, and he's usually the one that can get away. But in this time, he the one that caught the feelings.
Ordinary Pain by Stevie Wonder.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay.
I might be before my time. I'm gonna go home and listen to it. I'm gonna go home and listen to it.
Life, which
Okay.
came out in the 70s,
I
I
was about to
think.
say.
Yeah, so it's before your time. Okay, but
Ordinary pain.
I think it's Ordinary Pain by
That
Stevie Wonder.
that describes.
That described the turnaround, the flipping. But I really shouldn't say that because he wasn't trying to play a game with me, I don't think. It's just I didn't know that. Because one thing for sure, if someone approached me and I knew they were real, I would always tell them, no, you don't want this.
Right.
Because I
Right.
don't want to hurt nobody. And I wasn't looking for a relationship.
Right. You already knew I don't have the capacity
Capacity
to
to
love you
love you.
or be
Yeah.
engaged with you in the way that you need
Yes.
for it not to be counterfeit. It's not going to be real.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what he did, which sounds like a lot of times you hear women do, well, I can change him. So he sounded like he was trying to change you.
Maybe I didn't know that
But
now.
in the trying to
Yeah.
change, so yeah, it was counterfeit, but that he
Hmm.
did that to himself
Wow.
because he should have, you know, and because that's an unhealthy way to approach a relationship anyway. Nobody should be going to, oh, we just, we're gonna just try to see, roll some dice, it's not. It's you should be intentional.
My intent was to have fun.
Right. No, no. Yes, yours was, and I think his was too. But then his also, he sounded like he really wanted a relationship. If you're chasing down buses, and you say he was doing that for a while, yeah, that's as a grown man chasing down a bus, he's serious. Because Scepter don't play.
Yeah.
So as
Yeah. This was back in the 80s.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's brutal, man. That's
Yeah. I
brutal.
wonder how he's
I'm trying
doing.
to think.
But
Anyone
anyhow,
chase
we're not
down a
here to
bus?
talk about that. But yeah, it was, well, maybe we are here to talk about that since it came up. But yeah, I mean, that counterfeit love hurts.
Yes. So you I don't know if we answer. So what typically leads people to these types of relationships?
Me, it was safety.
Okay. Oh yeah,
It
yeah.
was for me, it was safety. If I'm in counterfeit love, then my heart, or I thought it
Mhm.
would be protected.
Right. Yeah.
It's
I'm the same
safety.
way. Yeah.
It's
I know
safety.
I really don't like this person. I know I'm not gonna like. There's nothing that's gonna change. I'm not gonna like you, even if we whatever having fun for 10 years. I'm not gonna like you anymore.
Right. I'm not
I'm
going to
done.
marry you.
This is
I'm
my
not going
capacity.
to,
Yeah.
you
So
know.
I don't have to worry about getting my heart broken because even if you leave tomorrow, then you just left tomorrow. You didn't leave with
Yeah.
me. So yeah.
I think we see that a lot in relationships where, and I've seen this with women where they say they were with somebody, say 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. He never asked them to marry him,
Yep.
right? And then he gets out and he's married within a year.
They be out there, boy. And you see, well, when a man knows what he wants, and that's true. He knows.
Right?
And
It
he
don't
he
take 8 years to ask you to marry him.
right. And he knew day
And late,
one.
that's right. I don't know who you are out there, but if you're in a relationship like that, you need to think twice because it don't take that long for a man to ask you or to let you know. No, it don't take that long for him to marry you, yet alone let you know that he has serious interests. It might take him a moment once he says he has serious interest to get it together, but even that's not going to be 8 years.
You yeah, even if it takes him to get it together, you're gonna know he's
You're gonna
serious
know
though.
he's
He might not have
exactly,
every all his ducks in a row, but you gonna
exactly,
know his heart. I,
exactly,
this the reason why
exactly.
we're going so hard, y'all. This coming out right before Valentine's Day, so we trying to we want to help y'all.
Yeah, we
We
want
want
to
to help
help you
y'all.
out.
We
We
don't
want to
want you
help you
to
out.
yeah come
Because some of y'all sitting there planning these Valentine dinners and
yeah
everything and all
yeah
this stuff for the one I love and all. And try to tell you something. If
yeah
it's been 8 years of Valentine dinners and nothing else, you need to think twice.
yeah 8 years. My.
I don't know why eight keeps showing up in my heart, in my mind, but it is.
Yeah. Unfortunately for me, I was in a very counterfeit
Oh, okay.
not only relationship but marriage.
Oh, okay.
And I got into it the same way you said. It was so that I wouldn't get hurt. It's like, oh, okay, I'm not going to get hurt getting into
Okay.
this, so I'll be okay. Not realizing, like you said, hurt.
Yeah.
Because then
Yeah.
you, a marriage, it's almost like creating a child. And then you got
Yeah.
to separate the child and stuff like that. And
Mm.
um, you got to disassemble everything that you built, all that good stuff, and
Yeah.
start all over. And that's brutal.
Yeah, that's painful, I
That's
would
brutal.
imagine.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Mm.
And when you get out of it, then with that mentality, you kind of looking like a crazy person. Like, why would I? What led me to that? Because that wasn't right. And then that's when you start to deal with, and that's when the Lord don't, yeah, Ernest, most every relationship except for one has been counterfeit, and that one was only 2 weeks.
Wow. Wow.
That one was out of here. But anyway, so
Okay.
and I'm not mad at that. He ended that. and it was good. He needed to. We needed to go out. We needed to break apart so we could each grow. Talking about the one that was 2 weeks, but
Yeah.
every other one was, yeah, it was bad. I was always protecting myself, always holding back, never giving fully,
Yeah.
and the women knew.
And they put up with it anyway.
Yeah, because they were
Well, maybe
hoping.
they had their own thing, or maybe they were hoping you would
They
change.
were. That was it.
Because
They
I've
were
been in
hope.
relationships like
They were
that.
like, man, and not only that,
Yeah.
they would even say, if I'm only getting 65% of you, this 65% is still better than the rest that's out there.
Yeah, then the other one
Right.
I had that was giving me 10% or
Right.
5%.
Right. So
I think that's how we wound up settling.
yeah.
You wind up settling. You know, I
Yeah.
want 100%.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope, 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 no, no. Because I've been in too many relationships where I did only get 55%, 65%, 75%. Now, I know there's times in the relationship where someone just doesn't have it to give for a moment.
Right. Right.
That's different.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm talking about when you get in a relationship, you got to be all in.
Mm-hmm.
You got to give it all. You got to give it all. You know, I think we both are supposed to,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
both sides, male and female.
Yeah.
You know, you got to give it all, or you're giving, then it's counterfeit. It's not the real deal. Jesus gave everything. Love means it all.
Yes.
Love means it all. It's not partial. Love is important, and that's why love hurts.
Mm.
Love hurts.
1 Corinthians 13:4. Love suffers long.
Come on.
First suffer. Yes, love suffers long. Yeah,
Mm.
but yeah, and that's what scared me about it. I didn't
Yeah.
understand. Well, I understood that it hurt, but I didn't want to make that sacrifice.
And it's a sacrifice.
Why do I have to get hurt? I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to be hurt.
Why
And I'm
Jesus get hurt?
exact for me, so I can get hurt.
There you go.
And I'm out here hurting everybody though. I'm getting in these
Right. So
relationships
yeah.
hurting people.
So why'd you do that? Why were you hurting them?
Oh man, that's a loaded question, Dr. Donna. So well, I'll be so because we don't have a whole lot of time. Before, I never thought I was going to live past age 25.
Okay.
So before then, a relationship was just whatever. I didn't really
Okay.
care. After age 25, I operated the best way I could.
Okay.
So and it's not an excuse. I didn't know any better.
Okay.
Meaning I hadn't gotten close enough to the Lord to
Okay.
understand you're not supposed to do this.
Right.
It's almost like you grow up, and I'm not saying this about my parents, but like if you're raised by criminals, you don't know. Oh, I can't just take that candy bar. It's like, no, that's illegal. You can't do that. Oh, I didn't know. So yeah, I didn't know necessarily the law of heavens. I didn't understand how to operate and what to do and how to love. So I
Okay.
just did the best that I could, and that's why it was easy to give me something, and it was easy for me to fake it because I'm like, oh, I'll just fake it because that's all I know.
Okay.
But yeah,
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
yeah. Thank God I've been delivered.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this episode today. I was thinking about this episode today. I said, I've been almost. I've almost been divorced for 7 years. You know, I've almost been celibate for as long as I was married.
Okay.
I said, "Oh Lord, you redeeming this time."
Yeah. Yeah.
I was doing the math. I was like, "Wait a minute, this number is close." I was married for what, 4.5 years.
Right.
Yep, I'm almost at that mark. I'm like, "Oh gosh."
Yeah. He'll do it though.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
it.
He can make sure you get right, and that's what it takes.
Yeah.
That, and I guess good Lord, answer one of my questions. All right.
Yeah. That's good.
How do you transition from counterfeit relationships to an authentic one?
I transitioned through Jesus.
That's beautiful. Yeah,
That's how
really
I mean
vulnerable.
that was my transition,
Mhm.
allowing him to change my heart,
Okay.
allowing him to take this heart of stone
Mm-hmm.
and make it a heart of flesh.
Mm-hmm.
So when he made it a heart of flesh, I started feeling people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I started relating to people inside of me, like, because what I want to say is it wasn't just male and female relationships, it was relationships
Yeah, it's in general. So how you
in
operate?
general.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was how I was
I'm
operating,
not gonna
and
use
I
my
didn't
real money.
realize it.
I'm gonna use my fake money. I don't use my real
Exactly.
money. I don't want to go broke. So here, take this.
Exactly. So, I had and I believe people do that. We put a protection around us. So we do counterfeit love.
Hmm.
So it's almost enough for people.
Yeah.
And then and every now and then people peep your game.
Oh
And
yeah.
then it's like, you're exposed and they don't want
It's
nothing else
awkward.
to do with you. So yeah, it's awkward. And then you move on. Like, well, I'll find somebody else, because there's always somebody out there you can play.
Oh yeah.
Always, right? And it's
Yeah.
not good.
No, it's
It's
not.
it's not how Jesus wants us to live. It's
No,
not good.
no.
But there's always somebody out there that you can play the game with,
It's
right?
it's
Until you start feeling it.
right. And I, all transparency, last relationship, that's exactly what happened. I never forget that. I had a young lady I used to do a podcast with, and she was like, "Well, Ernest, how do you feel?" I said, "I never want to hurt nobody like this again." I said, "This, I didn't mean for
Hmm.
this to happen." And it was like
Hmm.
that. What the Lord was letting me see one last time, and it was innocent because I didn't go into it
Hmm.
trying to hurt, but somewhere in it, I realized, oh, this is counterfeit. This ain't gonna work. And it was almost like he was warning me before, don't get into this. But but I did.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did.
But
But
our
yeah.
emotions lead us down these crazy roads,
Yeah.
and so we start, even though God warns us,
Yeah.
even though
Yeah.
God warns us many, many times, we find ourselves in relationships that we should have stayed out of
Oh yeah.
over and over again, because we're not ready to love
Yeah.
and we're pretending to love and we're hurting people and people are hurting us. Jesus didn't do that. He didn't leave bodies on the side of the road.
Woo. He picked that man ear up and said, put his ear back on.
Put it back. Come on now. He didn't leave disembodied pieces everywhere.
That's powerful.
He didn't do that. So why do we do that?
Mm.
And this is the thing we were talking about. I was sharing my life before the kingdom, but now that we're in the kingdom, people are doing it in the kingdom also.
I was gonna say it's rampant.
They're leaving bodies all over the road.
It's rampant in the kingdom.
Yes. Yes.
No direction, no understanding, no love.
No love.
No love.
None.
And and I tell you this too. One of the reasons why it happened, not an excuse, just a reason. When I got saved, I thought all of that other stuff was
Mm-hmm.
gone.
Was gone. Yeah.
So they're like,
Yeah.
well, here go your baggage. I'm like, get off me. I don't have
Yeah.
those bags no more.
I have those
Yeah,
bags
those
no more.
bags not mine. No, they got your name on it. No, well, erase
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah.
I'm walking it out,
Yeah.
not realizing you got all this baggage. And then it was so beautiful because the Lord was gently unpacking it, but I'm still dismissing it.
Yeah.
Like that's not mine. And so I'm trying to get into a relationship. And the scary part about it is when you're in the kingdom, you can say I'm saved. And yes,
Yeah.
I'm saved. So everybody gives you that check. Oh yeah, he's saved. He's good. Yeah, I got a daughter. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
and then he tore our household up. It's like, well, you should have checked this fruit. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You see the bags? They by the door. Look at them
Mm-hmm.
bags. What's in them? So
That is so true, Apostle. We don't check people's baggage.
nah, we don't.
We don't take them to the doctor and get an examination.
No.
Okay, and we should. Just like
Mm.
before you get married, you should get an AIDS test.
You said AIDS.
Your
Okay.
age test, okay? Because that's how nasty the term is, okay? Okay, all right. I tell everybody, I don't care if they don't take your blood no more. You go get an AIDS test, a syphilis test, and everything else before you get married.
They do it
Oh,
quick now.
okay, now you
30
don't have to
minutes.
do no
Yeah,
blood
I about to
work.
say it's like 30
You don't
minutes.
need no blood work no more.
Yeah.
Okay, no, yeah,
So, question: these relationships that were counterfeit, when you were in them,
yeah,
was there a warning from the Lord that this was a counterfeit, or maybe to not go down this road, or to not do this, or to get out now?
absolutely,
Mm.
absolutely, yes.
Now, were the warnings before, after, or during?
Oh, you just gonna get all personal, huh? We just going down this road.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
just going down this road. So I remember that being in the list of questions you
Well,
gave me to think about. I don't remember seeing that in the preamp
we got a
stuff.
little time, so I gotta.
In my relationships, And my one that I know specifically, it was before, during, and after.
Okay. Mm, that's powerful.
Yes.
That's
He
powerful.
kept giving me ways out or
Mm,
showing me stuff or explaining stuff to me. He
mm,
warned me before I got in it, but I went anyhow because I'm like, oh, I'm Donna. I can handle it.
mm.
I got this. Besides, you with me, right? It's gonna be all right. And we love each other, so love is gonna fix it. Long as we love each other, it's gonna fix what you're warning me about. And while I was in it, then he started revealing more to me. Like, I would have showed it to you before, but you thought you could handle it, and now you need to see it. Okay, and if you want out, I can give you an out, but just so you understand, this is what's going on. Yeah. And the beauty was when it was over, he's like, now you ready?
Mm,
Because guess what? You still got to get yourself together.
mm. Yeah.
And now you added a lot more to them bags.
Mm,
You done picked up 2 more suitcases.
mm.
So now we got to empty out both of those suitcases and the ones you brought in. So we got a lot to clean out here. Because I want you to be able to stand up and don't have any suitcases, but one that your future husband can fill.
Wow.
So he had to, and I'm one that rocks for love.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since God started teaching me about love, but he had to cleanse me and show me like this is what real love looks like in a relationship.
Mm,
But it also involved friendships. It involved friendships I have with others, not just an intimate female male relationship.
you mean the counterfeit love?
Yeah, that counterfeit love. So he had to heal me so that I could love my friends correctly
Mm, okay.
because I was what I was.
Right.
And I thought my love was okay until he had to show me this doesn't look like my son in this area. See, and if you're doing it here, you're doing it somewhere else, even if you don't know it. Because a
Mm-hmm.
double minded man is unstable in all his ways. So we need to get well. So, yes, he did warn me, but I thought I could handle it because we love each other. And then I got in it, and then he started showing me, and I thought I could handle it because we love each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like God's not love, and he don't know what real love is.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
What about you?
Every relationship, he always warned me. Always. I
Okay.
always knew that. Now, the ones, the good ones, he would push me towards. I'd be like, no, I don't want that. Give me this.
Isn't that
Every,
something?
and it's so funny because he'll take me down memory lane. He'd be like, "You remember such and such?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I had this great attraction to her. What happened to her?" Well, she was supposed to be your wife, so but she gone now. Don't worry about that. She got kids and stuff. Don't worry about that. And it's
Yeah.
these great women that were in my life, and then there was this unexplained attraction. There was this unexplained. There was almost like a force. Well, because it
Hmm.
was heaven
And that was
pulling
him.
pulling us together, and I always went for the I went
Which one did we not that?
right. Oh, I always thought I was smarter than God. Like, oh,
Exactly.
he's smart, but I got it. He don't know me like I know me.
Exactly.
Right. That survival instinct.
Yep.
I can take care of myself. I start raising myself at 7 years old. Say all this crazy stuff. Um,
Yep.
pour myself cereal and stuff, and pick up my own toys. But yeah, there was he always warned me before. In it, I don't know. Maybe I probably did get warnings, but I probably really didn't care. But afterwards, I always saw the destruction. It
Hmm.
was bad. It was bad. Um, yeah, it was bad. And for a long time afterwards, I didn't even know what I had done. I didn't even understand it. Almost like you said, like we're just having fun.
Yeah.
But as I got older and as I got closer to him, yeah, that wasn't fun no
Yeah.
more.
It wasn't fun no
That
more.
wasn't fun no more. It was actually quite scary because it's almost like, how could you do that to my daughter? I'm like, oh, don't strike me down. Hold on now.
Yeah.
because it gets serious.
It gets
You know,
very
I'm trusting
serious.
you with my daughter. I allowed this. I didn't even have to allow this. So why are you doing this?
Isn't that the truth?
Right.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
Especially being a single person now.
Yeah.
Something for me to think about,
Yeah.
being single, being very, very careful and
Hmm.
mindful of who I allow to court me,
Yeah.
to make sure I'm serious about them when they step through the door,
Yeah.
to make sure I honor that God is allowing it,
Right. Right. Yeah.
and that
Yeah.
I'm real and transparent and authentic, with how I relate to them and how I honor them,
Yeah.
remembering that this man or these men are God's treasure too,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, because it's on both sides of the house, male and female,
Yeah.
and we have a responsibility
Mm-hmm.
because we've been crucified with Christ. But
Mm-hmm.
nevertheless, we live, yet not I, but Christ lives in me. And a life that now I live in the flesh, I live on the faith of the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me.
Mm.
I have the unction of the Holy One, and I know all things. If I don't do the work of him who sent me, don't believe a thing I say.
Mm.
How can we sit up here and quote these scriptures and then not love authentically?
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Something is missing.
Yeah.
There was a misstep somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
there
I
was.
usually you can see it in the person's discipleship, sanctification. You
Yeah.
can tell they did the same thing I did. They came to the altar, they said, and they did genuinely get saved, but they didn't unpack what they had.
Yeah.
And if you're talking 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, you got 40 years, you got to unpack. And it won't
Right.
take long, and he's willing to do it, and the Lord wants to do it more than we want to do it. But you have to acknowledge we got to get this right.
Yeah.
Just like I said, it's that's why we're here, y'all. We're here because I'm getting ready to be 40 in another month. You got a 40-year-old apostle. I've been married once. Uh, Lord willing, I'll be married again, right? The fact that I can sit in front of you and say every relationship that I've been in except for one is a counterfeit, I mean, that's powerful. And this is in the kingdom, meaning there's been a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
And there is a trail of blood. And it's not something I'm proud of. And I don't
Mm.
want other people to make the same mistakes
Yeah.
because I see it. I see it. And I'm not, I'm just say it like this. I see people out there calling it love, and I know it's not love. And then now they need help. And then there's kids involved and there's other people. It gets bad. You know, now we live in the age of social media. Luckily when I got married, it was social media, but I was able to kind of like wiggle around that because I said it all the time. You see a celebrity and you Google them, if they've been married twice, their first marriage gonna come up. You see marriage, kids. Oh, man, okay, that's with that person. All right, and then now they're with this person. It's just a lot. It's just a lot to take in. It's a lot that's there. It's things that you don't necessarily have to go through. The Lord always tell me, Ernest, it doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be this hard.
It doesn't.
Doesn't have to be this hard.
Why do we make it so hard?
We don't know no better.
Oh, okay.
We know is rough side of the mountain. Get on that.
Okay.
Oh, that's smooth side. I slide down the hill. So it's like, no, there is another path the Lord wants you to take, right? The journey wasn't supposed to take 40 years. We can give it 40 days, but not 40 years. So yeah, that's where we are. All right.
And I think it also has to do with those familiar spirits.
Oh yeah. They
Because
grab you
I'm
back in.
comfortable with that.
Yeah.
That's how, not me, I'm not comfortable anymore. I'm saying, you become comfortable with that spirit,
Right.
so that counterfeit love spirit it fits you.
It's right
It's
there.
like putting your comfortable coat back on.
Right. I was gonna say, you're doing the
Hmm.
same thing, just a different gear with a different
Hmm.
haircut.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Was that say dating the same person just in a different body or something like that?
Isn't it? Wow.
I don't know, something the
Well,
kids be
Lord,
saying
don't
out there.
send me the same
All
person.
right.
I'm asking now in front of all these witnesses. I don't want to date the same person. I don't want them to date who I was.
Mm.
I want the man to court the new woman I am. I don't want the old woman to ever show up again. ever. Nope.
Amen. Producer, brother Joey.
Uh oh. Here he go with his question. I'm ready. Parker. Here he comes. Uh-oh. He got on Oak Lane today.
Yeah.
All right, I'll see that. He got on Oak Lane. He might get on camera today because he got on Oak Lane. Watch out.
Camera. Hold on, am I on camera? Look at me
Oh,
down here in the background.
Joey, I am Joe Smith.
It's cold in here,
Yes.
so I'm bundled up as well. Get this out the way. But yeah. So what? Y'all want some questions?
Sure.
Some questions that I've been I guess pondering. Two questions. I'm gonna leave it light. You know what I mean? Leave
Okay.
it light.
I can always pass it, or Ernest can always pass it. Don't worry.
Okay. So which question do I want to give to? Let's give Brother Ernest question first, or
Okay.
Apostle Ernest. I apologize. Um, talking about counterfeit love,
Mm-hmm.
um, in various relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my question would be, what are some of the defining observations or things that you may have noticed or the things that you may have missed that sort of point out and identify a counterfeit love relationship?
Mm. All right. I'll put him out in myself because I believe most of the women that I was dealing with, they were serious. To the best of their knowledge, they were doing their best, and that's a lot of the times. That's why the Lord would get on me because he would be like, "You know better," even though I didn't, but I did.
Mm-hmm.
Knew enough to go to him, and I did go to him. He's like, "So you're not going to me, so you know better. You could come to me and figure this thing out." So for me and my counterfeit signs, um, not committing to anything. Just let me think about it. I'm interested. Let's just try this out. We're gonna figure this. We're gonna see where this gonna go. You know. So yeah, not being committed, and that's no titles, no labels, none of that. But I'm acting as if I'm taking up all your time on the phone. We're going out to the movies. It's everything that a relationship would have without the title.
Mm.
So so that's one. Two, I would really look for, and this is, I'm just gonna be transparent. I would look for individuals who who have a history of abandonment in their background.
Mm.
And I would, not that you're gonna, unpack all that right there at the Sizzler while over hot steak, but I would I would try my best to figure out, and you can ask the Lord. The Lord will tell you how well have they done with unpacking that themselves.
Yeah.
How has the Lord led them through that journey? What is the last thing they did not abandon? Friendship, relationship, school, whatever. What's the last thing they completed? 'Cause that would tell a lot of the person. And anybody that comes from that background, you always want to look at that because those are doors that you want to see that the Lord has closed.
Okay.
Because if you see it still open, I tell you right now, they'll walk through it if they can. Times get tough, they'll be gone because that's what they know. That's familiar.
Yeah.
That's what they've been doing. That's what was done to them. They'll keep it going. Kid, no kid, all you could add on whatever. They'll abandon you and the kid and the dog. So that's two. And then third one, I would say a person, telltale sign, a person who doesn't know what they want. That's along the lines of the person that's not committed, but a person who doesn't know what they want. They can't really identify because that lets me know they don't really have an identity. And if they don't have an identity, they don't even know. They probably don't know what they're here for. If they don't know what they're here for, then I'm telling you right now, they're just abusive. They're abusing themselves because you calling yourself a pair of pliers and really you're a screwdriver.
Mm.
So you're doing things you shouldn't be doing. So they're not going to be able to identify who you are. And even if they could, they don't know how you can help them because they don't know who they are. So when you start to talk to a person and they don't know what they want, it's usually because they don't know who they are. Because a person that knows who they are and knows why God created them, they're gonna know the things that's gonna help them. This type of person helps me. This type of relationship helps me. This type of job I flourish at. This is the type of car I like. This is what I like to do on Sunday afternoon. Everything is going to be intentional, all moving to um, advance the kingdom of God. But if they don't know anything, then they don't know anything. So there's going to be no movement. They're just going to be stagnant. And and I'm telling you now, they can kind of get away. You ever give somebody a plate of food and you tell they don't like it because they kind of moving the food around, and all of a sudden
Yeah.
they throw it away.
Yeah.
They didn't like the food. They weren't going to tell you. They weren't going to tell you they didn't like the food. So that's what they'll be doing. They'll just be moving stuff around, moving stuff around. Next thing you know, boom, it's just gone. They just keep going. And next thing you know, you've been in it for 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. And what has happened to you? They stripping away from you.
You know, somebody said that to me once. Was in a relationship that wasn't good at all. And somebody said to me once after a few years, a guy, he looked at me and said, Donna. I said, yeah. He was like, what's wrong with you?
Mm.
I said, huh? He's like, I'm just asking, like, why are you putting up with this? What's happening to you? He said, have you stopped to ask yourself that question? You know, thinking about 1 John 3:18, it says, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, right? But in deed and truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think what you just said, Apostle, is so good. Because counterfeit love lives in words.
Oh, yeah.
You know, real love lives in actions and truth.
Mm-hmm.
Consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. And that's something I need. Oh, I know that up front. The man who come, you're gonna be like, oh God. I'm like, I need consistency.
Yeah.
Ask me what I want. I'm gonna tell you what, that's like the third thing on my list. Consistency.
Oh, yeah. Women, women
Yeah.
like consistency.
I need consistency. That's right. Don't promise me something and not do it. We got a problem. Okay. Don't make a commitment and not do it. Mm-mm. I'm sorry, this is me, a girl, I guess.
Makes sense.
I need to know I can count on you. You can count on me. You know, I need to know I can count on you.
Right.
Yeah, that's important to me. I need consistency.
Right.
That's real love.
Mm.
You know, showing up even when you can't, if that makes sense.
Mm.
You know, even when you can't. Okay.
Oh, boy.
That's love. That's what I do for you. I'm gonna show up even when I can't. They'd be like, well, how did you figure it out? Don't worry about it. You know, that's what love does. Love covers a multitude of sins. You figure it out.
Mm.
You figure it out. That's what love does.
Mm.
And I expect you to do the same for me.
Amen.
Figure it out. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm you got any more, you want another question for me, Joey, or that?
Oh, I mean, she kind of jumped in.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
she did. No, that
So
was good.
much.
No,
He
that was
said
good.
so
That was
much.
good. That was
Oh,
good.
was it for
Yeah.
both of us? I thought that was just for me. The question was
Oh,
both
I
of us?
don't know.
Right. That was just for Apostle.
Okay, okay.
So we'll probably wind up answering it together again.
Right. Okay. Good.
Okay.
Next
ask me.
question.
Okay.
I'll keep my simpler question then. But
Don't matter.
you counterfeit love in relationships that require intimacy, are they different than counterfeit love relationships that are more platonic?
Mm. Mm.
Oh,
It's powerful. Can you say it one more time, please?
yeah.
I'm turning my screen off after this. I gotta, y'all, if y'all gonna cook, I gotta get out of here. Y'all gonna cook, but yeah, counterfeit love relationships that require intimacy are, I guess, more specifically, are the signs of those relation that counterfeit. Is it different from counterfeit love relationships that are platonic?
Mm. Wow. What you want? You want me to go or you go?
You go first, because I'm curious to see the male side of that.
I would
I want to hear what the male has to say.
I would say really it's like yes and no. Really it's no. Because you're doing the same counterfeit.
Okay.
Is you're just doing it on a different level.
On a different level.
That's really all. But like if I have a friend, let's just say a male friend, I don't really like, or or somebody that the Lord has said you need to get away from this person. So I'm trying to figure out how to get away. So this whole this this part of the friendship, I'm just like, I don't really know what to do with this person. It's going to be very superficial, very superficial, kind of just trying to, look for my exit. Um, I guess that's not a good idea because that's not a good example because you're really not trying to keep that friend. You know
I
what I'm
was
saying?
gonna say you're not right.
Yeah. All right. All right. Let me give another example. Okay. So I would still say yes, they are the same because yeah, both of you going to be given some type of bait, some type of deception to bring this person close, to give you whatever it is that they have that you want, and then you got to give them, whatever it is that they think they want. Um, that they think they want, even if it's not the real thing. It can be a fake because that's fine because you're not really trying to. It ain't that serious for you, right? You understand what I'm saying? Like I can't really give you my real heart because that's blocked off. I can give you this piece that look like my heart, and you can take that, and that's enough for them to take to the bank, and they'll take that and go and run and have fun. And while the whole time you're still good because I never gave you a piece of my heart. So I guess in both situations, it's going to be some form of that, some form of fake sacrifice. And
Mm.
even if you can, you would exaggerate the sacrifice. So you might play to their love language. Like you might over exaggerate. I think they call it now love bombing. I really don't like that
Yeah.
terminology because that's not real love. There's no. We're going to break down what love is here shortly in First Corinthians, but they do a lot to the gain the trust of this person or bring this person close and real fast just so they can deceive them. But so you would kind of do something like that, like, oh, okay, this is not really real, but I know this is what that person likes, so I'm gonna do this. I might buy this person Jolly Ranchers for a week straight, just to get on this level when my heart was never in this. The Bible says that, before you lay this gift down at the altar, you need to go talk to your brother. If you have an alt with your brother, you need to go talk about that, because I'm not going to receive your gift if your heart ain't right. So the
Mm-hmm.
whole time, your heart is never right, and whatever you're giving, you just giving it, oh Lord, don't let it be like money or finances, as in you have a plethora of it, an abundance, because you just give that all day, and they'll think that's love, and you're like, oh yeah, this is pay for play, and when I'm done, I'll pay somebody else. As you were saying, it's circumstantial and what's the other word you use?
Conditional.
Conditional. There you go. I know one of them
Conditional.
C words. Come on, public school. Good Lord. But yeah, it's
Conditional.
conditional.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
conditional.
Yeah. Give me that question one more time, Joey.
Um, counterfeit love, is it? Are the uh? I was still thinking about his. More questions was coming while you was answering. I'm not trying to,
Okay.
so I got to remember the original question. But counterfeit love. Does it look different in relationships that are platonic rather than relationships that require
That
intimacy?
require intimacy. Yeah. No, I don't think they look different at all. That's just my input on it. I always approached them all the same way. I don't think, no. It was the same stuff coming to the table. The only thing different is there was intimacy in some of them, but it was the same stuff on the table. It was, as thing as Apostle Ernest just said, you can't have my real heart. Because, my real heart is shattered and broken, and I don't trust nobody with it.
Right.
So you can't have my real heart, but you can have a piece of me. But the piece I'm giving you isn't real. The piece I'm giving you is phony, but it's enough to make us laugh and giggle.
Right.
It's enough to keep us content for a moment,
Right.
which is why I never could understand why I was always shattered when most of those relationships ended. What am I being shattered about? It was never real to begin with. But at the time, I probably didn't realize it wasn't real. I was hoping it would be something that I knew it would never be. Isn't that an oxymoron? Hoping it would be something that I knew it never would be. It couldn't be because I wasn't giving you who I was, you know? And there was only one time in my life where I gave my heart away, where I really let someone love me, where I really loved them with everything I had, where I was really committed. And then that went south in different ways over a period of time. It's interesting.
Hmm.
Very interesting.
Mm. All right. Another round of questions?
I guess just to piggyback off of, I'll keep it short.
Okay.
Answering that question of re- the to recognize or how you say what I'm giving is not real.
Mm-hmm.
Is that from the perspective of the counterfeiter or the person who's being deceived?
It's from the perspective of the counterfeiter. Yeah.
Right.
Well, because go ahead.
Yeah, no, because I was saying from the perspective of a lot of times, like how Dr. Donna said, she was never um, going into a relationship as the deceiver. She was
Right.
the one being deceived or
Hmm.
manipulated. How does someone who's maybe not unaware of the manipulation able to decipher from a relationship that is not as important as an intimate relationship, but one that's just, or we can use our relationship, us three
Good.
in this room. Well, me and Dr. Donna are family, so that's a little bit different. But me and Ernest, where we have a mutual respect for one another, I believe
Right.
that we're good friends. But if this relationship turns south in our business, we maintain our cordial relationship for the sake of me being related to Dr. Donna. Is my approach to you now fake because our previous relationship isn't the same? Like, how do you determine that as a someone who is on the receiving end of the deception? Like, how do you recognize when someone is being, when you could just be nice to me just because, yeah, I see him, he has a studio, he he's the pastor's son, Dr. Donna's cousin. you know how do I now determine the things that you do at,
Um,
if you are just giving me what's not real?
I would always look at a person's fruit.
Hmm.
Person's fruit, track record. That's why I
Hmm.
brought up the abandonment. What's the last thing you seen them complete? Uh, Listening for their commitment in life. Like, um, he said he's going drive down a block 5 times, but he only drove down a block one time. Like stuff like that. They coming up short. All of that stuff. I would look almost
Hmm.
like you're checking their resume. Like,
Mm.
all right, so they said they did this and did that, and this is how heaven teaches you how to protect yourself. 'Cause I tell people that all the time. Heaven has gates. There is a thing about
Yes.
protection.
Yes.
So, yeah, if a person, let's just say anybody walked up in my life, and when it's the moment they start talking, because I'm going to be quiet. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to look at them and just be quiet. That's just me. Because I'm going to gather information. You say what? Okay, all right, and I'm gonna check. And each month, each week, each year, I'm gonna check. And it might not be that long. So say it's only 2-3 weeks. But if they got a check mark at that moment, I don't have a reason not I don't have a reason to believe that they are a counterfeit or this is a counterfeit relationship.
Right.
Now, also I have to look at the standards of a relationship. Does this person just call me out the blue, text me out the blue? Are they building me up? Are they pouring into me? Why are they pouring into me? And the biggest thing, what has the Lord said about them?
Yeah.
Because as we talked earlier, he will always let me know this person. That's where that word came from. Counterfeit. And it's sometimes I can't tell. Like they seem like they cool, and he'll tell me they not gonna make it, Ernest. And I'll be like, well, no, they good, and it's something in their heart that was never there. Whatever I received, I thought I was receiving the real thing, and come to find out, I never got the real thing, but I thought I did. And you to ask me, I thought I was pretty good discernment, and I thought we were walking. He was like, no, they was never there. But he would always show me little things they say, little things they do, small little small things they would say, and I would just be like, why would they say that? If we say
Yeah.
running
Right.
the same race and we doing this,
Yes.
why would they say
Isn't
that?
that something?
Yeah.
And it was up to
Hmm.
me to acknowledge and accept it, or just deny it and act like I didn't see it. And every time I denied it, I got hurt. every time I accepted it, it hurt, but it curtailed what was to come in the future.
Yeah.
I hope that makes
It
sense.
did.
No, yeah, that makes
No, that
sense.
made sense.
Okay.
It absolutely did. Yeah. You know, Romans 5:5 talks about the love of God is shed abroad in our hearts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, so I used to wonder that too. Like, well, I don't understand those little things, and I would ignore them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I would ignore those little
Little
signs.
small things.
But it was easy to ignore them in some ways because I was also not being true,
Right. Probably didn't even really matter.
you know, because, you know, they weren't getting all of me anyway.
Right.
To be honest, I'm nervous about the next relationship that's coming
Okay.
because I know they're going to get all of me.
Yeah, you and me both.
And that can be a little unnerving, Joey.
You and me both. I'm
You
scared.
know, to know that this time around it's going to really be real.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta love this till when? Till
Yeah,
death
till
do you part?
forever.
Till death do you part?
This is
Oh,
a
okay.
real deal thing, you know? But I want to do that. I want someone to have my whole heart now. Even with my husband who transitioned, he wanted my whole heart, but I didn't want him to have my whole heart. I just wanted him to have the peace that I could control
Right.
because then I'd feel safe.
If I can. So that was my biggest struggle. Going into this next courtship / marriage, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
I was like, but no, it should be good because like we both love each other, we love the Lord.
Right.
He's like, nah, you gonna get hurt. I was
We're
like,
going to get hurt.
well, how? Because I don't want to get hurt. So, but
Yeah.
he had to let me know it would be okay.
Yeah.
And then that was the part I wanted to
Yeah.
control. Like, oh, I'm gonna just hold back. If they're gonna hurt me, that's crazy.
Right.
But
Right.
sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Sacrifice is
Yeah.
so necessary. That's what he's been talking to me about. Sacrifice, like, because that hurt will happen,
Yeah.
and that won't be their intention, is what he's been showing
Mm-mm.
me. So, oh, they're not coming intent to hurt you. It's not like the counterfeit who came to hurt you.
Right.
They're not coming to hurt you, but that's part of love.
Right.
Look at how Jesus sacrificed and the
Mm-hmm.
pain he went through. Right, Joy, and you probably seen that in your marriage. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, love. Love, you will feel that. But you got to be willing to take that chance, or you will never experience the beauty of love. You know? Um, yeah, yeah. I thank God for bringing this subject up. I knew we was going to go down this road.
Me either.
You know, but it's good. We got to be willing to let someone love us, because that's what it comes down to, right? Being willing to let someone love you.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
because I could love you, but that's not what I'm talking about. You know, it's about me allowing someone in to let them love me and see all of me, and trusting myself with them. And that means letting them love me. Like, all right, fine, this is me, good, bad, ugly, and indifferent. All right, I'm going to let you in and I'm going to let you love me. I'm not going to get in the midst of it, you know, and oh, I think that's going to be beautiful the more I think about it, huh? Yeah, I stopped him from loving me like that. Not this time. That's interesting. Good conversation, Apostle.
Amen.
Because you asked stuff that wasn't on our list. So that's all I'm going to say.
Just like Brother Joey, as you were talking, stuff started. I wanted to know more. There was stuff I was like, hey, you ain't never told me about nobody chasing no bus.
Wait, and I didn't tell you, but do you know after I told you that, God showed me the second guy who did that?
Oh, it was more than one.
Yeah, I forgot about it. Oh, I can't say his name. That one, I remember his name.
Mm-hmm.
But we were in a serious relationship.
Oh, that was different.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
yeah,
I
yeah,
walked away
okay, yeah,
with no
Well,
explanation
that's different.
because
Yeah.
it scared me.
Yeah.
We were in a real relationship. And I walked away and he chased the bus too.
All right.
Yeah. I forgot.
Chasing buses. Are you on the back of the bus? Like,
Yes, the second guy specifically, I remember. No, he didn't just chase it. He caught it 2 blocks later
oh,
and got on
he
the
was in
bus.
shape. All
Yes, he was. And he came down the bus. I still remember walking. I forgot about it.
He must have heard about the first guy. He got in shape. I'm gonna get in shape. Man, get me.
It's interesting.
Before we go,
Mm.
I'll read off 1 Corinthians 13 because we're talking
Amen.
about counterfeit love, but just to pour back into you, it starts out love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself, is not puffed up, does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, is not provoked, thinks no evil. That's no evil. Sheesh. Does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. Powerful. So,
Isn't that powerful?
counterfeit love fails.
Can I give 5 quick steps
Absolutely.
to recovery
I was just about to ask you
for last minute, right? Because I know we're way over the time.
yeah.
That's why I'm saying that.
Mm-hmm.
We still have time? Okay. One, the first step to recovering from the hurt from counterfeit love is to acknowledge it.
Mm.
Stop romanticizing false love.
Mm. Mm.
Okay.
Ooh.
Stop looking at it through those colored glasses. Look at it through. I can't pick my glasses up because they colored. My regular ones. Stop doing that. Two, forgive. The forgiveness is to free your soul, not excuse them,
Mm.
but forgive.
For yourself. Yeah.
Yes, for yourself. Three, break ungodly ties because you definitely probably have made some spiritual and emotional soul ties.
Yeah.
Renounce them, come out of agreement with them, break them off of your life. Four, renew your love lens. How? Through God's love. 1 Corinthians 13.
Mm.
Find out what that love looks like. He's very clear starting in verse 4, especially. Okay, but how does that look in life application? And renew through that way. And five, receive authentic community. That means don't isolate. A lot of times when we're broken and we've been hurt by this type of love, we isolate because we feel like a fool and we're ashamed and we're embarrassed. Don't isolate. Tell somebody what you're going through. Talk to them about it and let them know, this is what happened to me. But let's be honest, 9 times out of 10, if people are in your circle, they already know what happens to you.
Yeah. They seen
They
the
already
pattern.
know.
They seen the pattern.
So open the conversation so you can talk because we have to remember that God's love recalibrates our ability to recognize the real thing
Mm. That's powerful.
because He's our plumb line.
Mm-hmm.
So He recalibrates our ability to recognize the real thing. And remember, there is counsel, there is wisdom in the counsel of God's people, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Joey, before I go down that road, I'm going to say, Joey, I need you to check them out. Check them out. Check them out, Joey. Oh, seriously, y'all.
Right.
That's my last word. I
Okay.
promise it is.
So well, my last word, we're gonna get ready to get out of here. I now it's funny, I remember counterfeit love. One counterfeit love was for it was an apartment. I ain't want, I ain't want to live at home no more. A young lady had an apartment and I knew I would have
Mm-hmm.
access to it. And so
Mm-hmm.
I didn't behave how I thought that she would perceive to allow me access to that. And so yeah. So things like that. Usually
Yeah.
there's always some type of exchange.
Yeah.
They had a nice pool.
Conditional.
They had a nice pool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So nice tennis courts too.
Yep.
So um that's it. So
Yep.
signing off, brother Joey, Dr. Donna, Oak Lane
Yeah.
Studios, Counterfeit Love, season 1, episode 11. I myself, Reverend Bernard. Till next time.
Yes.